Good morning, my lovelies. How is your mental health? Mine, I'm struggling, but I'm here and I'm back posting again, I guess, if that's the correct word. Uh, yeah, my brain took me down a couple of rabbit holes that I didn't want to go, so I just stepped away from life for a moment and came back, and I am now grounding myself outside, listening to the birds, watching them fly by, and bare feet on ground. So it seems to be helping. But the reason for this podcast slash YouTube, whatever I'm doing, because I have no idea what to call it, a PodTube, um, a Ucast, I don't know. Anyways, I wanted to introduce myself a little bit because I think I just kind of went on in and didn't say who I am, where I'm from, blah, blah, blah. So yes, anyone who knows me knows I am a hybrid from Newfoundland. Grew up, born, uh, born in Newfoundland, grew up in Labrador, and then moved out here to good old Alberta because at the time, job market was hot. And myself and the ex-husband, moved up here. So, uh, what else from there? I got late diagnosed for ADHD, and I was first diagnosed with anxiety and went on medication. Wasn't happy about going on medication, but hey, you know what? You got to do what you got to do in order to get out of the mood that you're in, and it helped. Only to figure out a few years later, I have been diagnosed with ADHD. I have been diagnosed with depression. And all this comes under the umbrella of borderline personality disorder, which leads from childhood trauma. So, I know some people do not like labels. I get it, totally understand. But in order for me to understand myself and understand the world around me, I need those labels as a guideline. And as you can tell, I am breathy because I'm excited. When I get excited, whether it's happy or angry, that feeling, that I don't know how to describe it, but that feeling is the same. It just depends on my mood. If I'm angry, well, obviously it's going to be an anger feeling. But what I've noticed is the excitement depends on this excitement feeling that I get depends on my mood. Right now, I'm excited. I want to share with you and I want to talk, and I'm getting excited and I'm vibrating because that's how I am. So, with that being said, when I get happy and excited, when you flip that coin over, when I am angry, that energy that I have is still the same, but the part of my brain that goes, hey, listen, you shouldn't be saying this, um, kind of shuts down because now something has triggered me. And this is my way of lashing out and hurting the other person. I hope that makes sense. Oh my gosh. Also, yeah, just for me, I need to know, quote unquote, know, because that makes me understand the person better or understand the situation better. Not that that this would be a pass for their behavior, but it brings it back to, okay, now I understand, because within seconds, um, I know it's going to sound, I don't know how to say this without bragging, because growing up, if I said anything that was positive about myself, I was bragging about myself. So this is where I guess this whole talking to myself, putting it out there, getting it out of my head helps. So when I walk into a room, it doesn't matter. It could be a small gathering, it could be a big gathering. The energy that I feel there, I can sift through it and figure out, oh shit, this isn't for me. Or, okay, you know what? Something's going on. It's almost like a spidey sense, and the spidey sense is from having a woman that brought me up that was so unpredictable that my brain had to figure out within seconds, as soon as she looked at me or as soon as she said one word, I had to figure out, oh shit, what mood is she in? So this is the way I try to describe it. I hope it helps. Everyone is different, um, when it comes to their borderline. We all have a consistency, like some traits that are consistent with borderline, consistent with ADHD, consistent with what have you. And yes, so I am trying to navigate my life and reparent myself. Also trying to deal with, I guess, the relationship or lack of relationship that I have with my kids. Again, I'm not throwing any shade out there, I am not blaming my children. I think that was very brave of them to cut me off. Yes, it still hurts even talking about it now. But, but, with that being said, this is my situation I have to deal with and figure out my shit. So I hope this really does make sense, because I feel like if I would have had a script, it would have been great, because I know exactly what I want to say. But the problem is, when I try to read a script, I sound like I'm back in grade 3 and have no idea how to read. I stumble, I start sweating, there are words that I will not say properly because my brain will see one word and my mouth will say another. So this is the reason why some let's not be silly here. Most of my podcast slash YouTube things are kind of still a bit wonky. It's because I haven't found what works for me and how to relay this into a podcast. So, you know what? You're all here, you're listening, we're raw dogging it. I don't know what else to tell you, except for if you have any ideas or any suggestions on how to streamline more, and about the whole, like, reading is hard. Like, seriously, reading is super hard, even at my age, because my brain goes, oh, what's this word? No, no, that's not that it. And yes, so I end up turning red. And any conversation, it is so, I've been like this all my life. And I figured, oh, I'll grow out of it. Side rant, by the way. Anyways, if I'm speaking or I will turn red. automatically. Like, I don't know why. I've been like that all my life. And the funny thing is, I've done stand-up comedy 3 times. Now, was I good? Yeah. Hello, I got laughs. Ha 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 ha. Was I terrified? Damn straight I was. But what a rush. It was just this, it was that dragon that once I had a taste of it, it was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And yeah, of course, I tripped myself up and haven't done it since because I started to overthink. And I was like, okay, how can I make this better? And blah, blah, blah. Instead of doing like a breakdown, I guess. I don't know. I may have to Google later, or chances are my phone is listening. And it will say, hey, listen, this is what you should do if blah, blah, blah. So if you're listening, phone, I also need like $20 million because like the world is really mean to me right now. I don't know where that came from. Just go with it. Just go with it. And welcome. Welcome to my little brain and my little part of the world that I am trying to break into and not rely on the government for assistance. Again, I have no problem for anyone who does. It's the way I grew up and my mother being on welfare and growing up in a small town and everyone knowing that I was on welfare. So yes, this stigma, this shame, this guilt that I have, that's the reason why I don't want to. And I've been fighting it and fighting it. And I need a good kick in the ass because I've had many, many, many jobs and I can't do them. This YouTube podcast thing I can do because I am not, I also have a problem with authority. Yay, me. Um, so, yes, I have a problem with authority. I'm mouthy. So, this is the reason why I guess I am putting all my eggs in the basket and just hoping to to get somewhere with what I'm doing and eventually get back to my painting again because I have a beautiful Medusa painting that I am doing. It's 3D and I want to share it with you guys because this was something, this is something that is very near and dear to me. And it's actually a series that I want to do of different paintings with 3D and just there's so much to look at, but it all comes together, if that makes sense. And of course, while I was doing my Medusa, anyone who knows about Medusa, you know why. If you don't, I suggest you YouTube it and learn about Medusa. So this is for all, this is for everyone and anyone who has ever been hurt. You know what I'm talking about. I don't need to say it. This is my expression. This is my look at me, I guess, moment, taking it back and just not owning it, but going a realization and saying it wasn't my fault. With that being said, yeah, so I'm hoping this is super big, like super big. And because, again, I'm going to say it, I have ADHD. I have like, it seems like 10,000 projects on the go. And once I start one, and then when I get bored of that, I go to the next, and blah, blah, blah. So this Medusa series that I'm doing, it's not just Medusa, it's of other um, mythical Greek mythology or something like that. I wanted to take Taylor Swift, and I know that's just like the biggest star in the world. But I don't know. It was just something as as I was working on it, she just came to mind. And all the other people that I've encountered throughout my life, but Taylor stood out more. I know that's silly. I know that's like she doesn't know. I mean, she's a big star, and I am just me, if that makes sense. But yet my brain is like, you know what? If you don't say something, she'll never know. Or if you don't say something, they will never know. And so I'm putting it out in the universe. You know, hopefully one day I can get back into finishing my painting because I'm like, I want to say about 90% done. And yeah, I think it's just beautiful. I think it's just you can see the emotion, you can feel it when you look at it. And when you stare at it, there's different things that you wouldn't have noticed before. And yeah, so I like to do art. I like to do photography. And this was supposed to be like a short introduction saying, okay, this is me. This is what I have. I myself hate labels, but but two things can be two things can coexist at the same time. I need that quote unquote label in order to understand my situation or whatever situation I'm in, so I can understand better. That is a me thing. That is, I have to understand people better. And I'm pretty sure my therapist will hear about this on this week whenever I talk to her because, yeah, I need to fix that. Anyways, my darlings, compared to when I first started, just that, like my podcast now, just this episode, I'll get it out. I swear I will get it out. I'm just excited and I'm trying to get my squirrels all in a row, but the ducks have came. The ducks have came. The ducks have crashed the party. Huh, words I heard. Um, I'm very open with my mental health. So if you have any questions, go ahead, ask. Type them in the comments below. Will I answer all of them? I will definitely try. If there is a question I don't feel comfortable answering, I will let you know. I don't feel comfortable answering that, but thanks for the question. So I hope this makes sense. And I'm sure anyone with BPD would be like, oh my God, yes, they could follow my trail. Unfortunately, for you normal people, you got a little bit of work to go through. And eventually you'll see that everything is there. I just have a different way of presenting it. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to whoever listens to this. Um, because now I feel I have the little happy dopamine, serotonin going on, and I feel happy that I did this, that I decided to record this episode, even though it's all over the place. One day I'll have an editor, and one day the editor will go, okay, I know what she's saying. I know where she wants to go. Let's cut. splice, blah, 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 whatever editors do, bless you, because I have no idea. I know a little tiny bit, just enough to get me where I need to go to the next step. After that, I have no idea. So, again, let me end this. I just want to let you know, thank you for listening. Thank you for spending some time with me. And if you're new, hi, I am Carla. I go by Carla Gen X. I have a dark sense of humor, and I'm me. I, if you're listening, you pretty much got the gist of who I am, or a little bit of it anyway. So just remember, the world is hurting right now. The world is really hurting right now. I'm hurting, you're hurting. Everyone is hurting. And if you say you're not, I'm going to call you out, call you a liar, come to your house, say it to your face. No, I'm not. I'm not. That's just rude. If you're not, hey, good on you. And if you are, remember all of us are. So let's try and use kind words when we speak. And when we speak either out of fear or feelings, just please remember how you use your voice, how your words come across. If you're angry, say, you know what? Okay, I'm angry right now. I can't talk to you. And then walk away from the conversation. This way, nothing will get said that cannot be taken back. All right, I'm going to end it again. I'm going to end now. Seriously. Take care. Know that I am cheering you on from the sidelines, wherever you are. You are loved. You are loved. I love you, my moon, and I love you, my star.